Hi, my name is David, and I'm going to walk you through how I solved the CSWA practice problem 10.1. Now, full disclosure, I got a slightly different volume than the one shown here, but after watching a bunch of other videos on YouTube, I suspect that the answer we're going to get in this video is correct, and that there's something funny about this volume here. So, with that said, let's get started. The way we're going to start is by creating a rectangular prism. Then we're going to cut out this slot, make these 8 cuts, and then finally fillet all the edges. So we'll come on over here. We're in MMGS just to double check, and we'll go ahead and start in the front plane. I'm going to hit S and then switch over to the center rectangle and make a square of 50 and 50, and then extrude this 100, and we've already got midplane selected, so that's good. Okay, and let's go ahead and make that slot. So I'm going to hit S, and with the flyout, typically it's set to straight slot, but because I just did this, it's already set to center point straight slot. But however you want to get into that tool, we can click on the center, go out, and the distance between the centers of the arcs is 20, and then the radius of one of these arcs is 8. So then I can hit S, extrude cut, and we can do through all in both directions or just through all in one direction. So that's looking good. All right, so now in order to make these cuts here, we want to have a diagonal plane, a plane that goes diagonal, just like this section cut right here, or the section view. So we want to have a plane that's right here, so that when we look at this view, the part that we cut away is going to be this sort of contour here. This is the part that we want to cut away from the rectangular prism. It's like cutting off the corner part to create this little flat space and this little flat face and this curved face here. So this contour here is going to be composed of an arc with radius 25, a line with length 12.5, and then the rest of it will be closed off. And the line will be 25 from the center, so it'll be half of 50, which is 25 from the center line, the sort of line of symmetry here. All right, so let's draw one of those, but we need a plane to work on, so I'm going to select this plane, control select this plane, so that when we go to reference geometry and click plane, it'll give you the plane automatically that's between those two, so the mid plane, which is going to be the one that's at this 45-degree angle. So we can hit enter. You can see that's the plane, or a plane version of a plane that we might want. So we can click on the plane, click sketch, looks good, and then start sketching. So I'm going to go into the line tool, make a little line out and in to switch to arc, anchor the arc there, and finish off the region. So now we said that the length of this line was 12.5, the radius of this arc was 25, and the distance from this line to the center, and I'll just grab the origin, or you can grab that line, that's fine, is 25. And now we're fully defined, so I'm going to do a cut in both directions. When I cut this sketch in both, cut the contour in both directions, and that is a nice looking cut. Looks pretty good. All right, so let's go ahead and mirror that cut now. I like doing the 3D mirrors as opposed to the 2D mirrors. It just seems like there's it's a kind of a cleaner way to do it. And you can mirror about 2 planes at the same time. So I can mirror, for example, about the right plane and then the top plane. And that's going to copy it over to here and then copy both of those down to here. So if I hit enter, now we've got 4 of these cuts. So now we can mirror all of those 4 cuts by selecting the mirror, which it already is, and clicking mirror, and then clicking the front plane, and now it's going to mirror all of those over the front plane to the other side. Okay, and we can go ahead and hide this plane. Looking pretty good. So one last thing to do is fillet everything, and it looks like pretty much everything is filleted, so I'm going to hit the S key, and I have a fillet shortcut set. The fillets have a radius of 3, and I can click on one of these edges, and then a little context menu opens up where you can select all of the connected edges, which would not get the slot edges, or there's this right feature, so that selects all 59 edges. So we're going to go ahead and click that one. Looks good. Selects everything, hit enter, and there we go. Another way you could do it is just drag a box over the whole solid, and that'll select all the edges. Seems to be a little bit slower when I select it that way, because it has to figure out where all the edges are somehow, and somehow that's slower, but this appears to work pretty well. And we're done. So let's check our volume. We've got 201864, that would round to 201864. And the volume here is 202594 cubic millimeters. So we're off, but I've seen a couple of videos on YouTube, a couple more videos that are pretty popular, and they're getting the same volume that I got and using very similar methods, if not exactly the same. And so pretty confident that the volume that we got is looking pretty good. So I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks so much for watching. Take care and keep studying.